video. Hey people on YouTube, this is on the side channel SB Studios. My main channel is Bolt, check the description. We're doing this live on Twitch, by the way. Bolt Shooter, he should have been here. Actually, this was like only last night to you guys, but we are going through real quick my thoughts on the title of the video will be, going over the Dokkan Battle 10th anniversary. But real quick, I wanted to give my thoughts on the Shrek 5 designs and the Minecraft movie. I'm just going to knock out the Minecraft movie right now. I'm not going to put a single dollar at this movie. This is celebrity, bullcrap. I'm never gonna watch it. I don't care to. Every single scene I've seen, it's just no. Well, I thought this was gonna be like a cool adventure, fantasy adventure kind of idea, but no, it has to have comedy and all these ugly designs of these well-known characters and entities. While Shrek 5, a lot of people are hating on this. This is just how the new animations are looking nowadays. I do prefer what they had with Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, but you do gotta understand, Puss is kind of a cat that had 9 lives. He was going through everything, and he died multiple times, and he's on his last life. But these guys have just been, they're not cats. They don't have 9 lives, so they're gonna age. You can see that, I think this is supposed to be Gray's and Fiona's hair. This is their daughter that's aged up to like 16 to 18. That's Zendaya, by the way. It's going to be fun to have her in it. Donkey and Shrek are starting to age. Like, he's got a little goatee going. You see some grays in him. Looks like his hair is thinning a little bit. I mean, he's got those baby dragon donkeys to worry about. And then you see a lot of wrinkles and spots. So this, I can get behind. A lot of people are just like, oh, it doesn't look great. I mean, you've seen 2000s animations. This is 2020 animation. Leave it alone. But getting out of those two, let's switch over to Dokkan. So Dokkan Battle is finishing up its 10th anniversary, and I wanted to have some last minute thoughts. So going over the missions real quick, we had these like 10-day countdown. I'm using Truth DT's channel, by the way. For the most part, a lot of this stuff is like just counting down the animations, the characters. We'll get into those here soon. I do have the board, the final roadmap, as it were, ready. The very first part of summonings sucked because it took me forever to get the actually good units. I walked away with Vegeta, but he was sadly the worst of the first batch, and it took me forever to get GT Goku. These items were nice to have. It was nice to get that redstone and grab a character that I needed. The Easy A's. I would say I did hate Super Easy A's just all over the place. They spammed Super Eases here. And while I know that means, hey, a character that you most likely have is probably good now, it took away the stones that people could use on the anniversary. And you want people to be here, butts in seats, trying to summon for the characters, but you're taking away stones by, instead of using Easy A's, you Super Easy A. We had the Super Vegito, Super Gogeta, Buhan, and the Janemba, which, amazing. Text Cell was on that too. But, while that was nice and all, I don't think it was really worth anything. All the characters were good except for Vegito. Vegito's usable, but it's just like the stones is the biggest problem I have with them. Story events for all the across like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. That was nice because that's stones we could get. We got the two new characters, the LR Demon King Piccolo, and the switch mechanic between Trunks and Goten. That was nice. And then we got Fail A and B Gotenks. That was nice. We did get some of the harder content. I'm not big on the challenge content because Dokkan Battle is not my life. It might look like it on the Bolt channel, but I do not care to like kill myself over trying to make sure something gets done. I'm just trying to make content out of it. So once the content is over, I'm out of there. I think it looks like I might be done by May. I thought I was going to be done by March, but no. I already have a video scheduled for April 1st already. Anyways, these like panel missions were nice to have to get a little bit extra stuff. The 10th anniversary free to play unit, where is it? Oh, here he is. Yeah, this guy was alright. I mean, just like every other free-to-play unit, he was alright. The Easy A's of the Namek Saga units fell flat, I'd say. I mean, they're decent enough to use right now, but they're not really, like... There's other people to run that are a lot stronger than them. But it is nice that they got the power that they did. Normally they would have just killed over and died if it weren't the 10th anniversary and if it weren't a worldwide unit. Let's see here. Second batch of summonings, I had way better luck. I think I walked away on the summons with either 2 out of 3 or almost 3 out of 3. No, I had 2 out of 3 by the end of the first summoning video, and then through tickets and other summons I got both the Goku and both the Super Gogeta and the Super Saiyan 3. I got all the units, but I had a lot better luck on the second part. And it felt better. These orbs between the 10th anniversary battles and these... I need to still get some of the orbs, but the Mr. Popo event, the one it's good for linking, and it drops these decent things that give you a chance at stones, at orbs that go for characters that are probably going to Super Easy / Easy A soon. Training in the clouds, that's what it is. I need to go do this again. I think should be ready for me. But a lot of link level opportunities, a lot of stones, a lot of orbs, a cool memory to pick up. That one's nice. I didn't see that. I need to go watch that. Let me go ahead and put that for watch later. Like I said, we're waiting for characters. Super Easy of the Cell and Gohan. Cell is nice to have because we need extreme units, but Gohan, I feel like they should have waited on him because we just got the new Carnival one. But we're going to get both that, and then we have that tech one coming up soon too from the BoJack movie. I'm not really happy about that one because that means we're going to have 3 decent Super Saiyan 2 Gohans at the same time. But you have to choose between one because half the events a small amount of events lock you out of it, but it's like not worth throwing 2 of the same unit on the same team. Purunga was a amazing thing to jump on. I love bringing him because a lot of people complained about the stones, but getting an entire unit for free by just doing 7 missions that were easy as heck, which I got a few people I talked to downloading it because they kept talking about getting into it. Nick was one of them, and I'm like, just go in, get these missions done, bing bong boom, you get one of the new units, which I suggested either Super Vegito or Super Gogeta. Of course, if you've summoned and you got one or the other, get the opposite, or if you got both, get Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, or the Brawlies. The Saiyan Saga Vegeta and Goku, the Goku fell flat. The Vegeta is pretty good. But of course, between the Saiyan Saga and Namek Saga, those are stones, unlike the Super Easy A's. We'll talk about that in a quick part soon. Daima Goku, he got his TUR. I'd say the Daima event is doing all right. I'm not big on Daima. I mean, the animations are amazing, and like bringing in Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 4 is cool. And we'll talk about that later for possible units. But I just think this was like a cool, hey, here's Daima and here's a jump on it. And then of course the released 7th anniversary units. Stones. Good unit. And the best looking units from my personal view, ever made, which were, Super Saiyan 4s were my favorite thing of all Dragon Ball because GT was my first anime. But, Super Saiyan 4 is going into Gogeta. Yeah! And then, of course, I do like the Broly movie. That's probably like my top 3 of all Dragon Ball. And, seeing them from Gods to Blue with an active skill of Gogeta is pretty cool. And I think that's about it for the events. Moving on to the characters. I probably should have kept that open because I wanted to look at that one thing of a possible character. What are my thoughts on what's been released so far? So starting with the Part 1 characters, so that would include Super Vegito, the Hercule, the Evo Blue, and the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super Vegito, I think, is built for the new content, is the best looking unit currently. I mean, I prefer other units over him right now, but he's ran on almost every event right now, if I do it. Hercule's a good support unit. I haven't pulled him yet, but he's doing all right in most of the things I've seen. Not to mention him fusing into the Gokule. It's nice to finally see something new in Dokkan after so long. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I wish he was I love him going Super Saiyan 3 and then to Super Saiyan 4. That means you can actually hold multiple GT versions of him. And I wish he was a position 1 to make him like immensely powerful. I mean, he's powerful in section position 2 or 3, and he's a good support unit, but it's just he isn't screaming, hey, pick me, if you're gonna get any of these units. Evo Blue, I'd say he's the second worst fumble of this entire anniversary, because he's just basically a copy paste of the intelligence one from 6th anniversary, but with a partner super attack of the UI Goku and doing a lot of normals, and he doesn't, unlike the Int Vegeta where he has a chance to be in the first position, he has to be in 2nd and 3rd, and most of the time he'll probably die over the intelligence one. Moving on to Part 2, which was the Super Gogeta, the Frieza and Goku, the Beerus, and the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan I like. He can be in position 1 half of the time. He puts up so much damage, looks so cool. Beerus, I wish there was a fusion Cyberny unit to go with Super Gogeta, kind of like how this was a Patara that went with Vegito. But I understand needing another successor and to kind of go over all of Dragon Ball to the best of your ability. But he is extremely good at support. And this, I'm just going to get it out of the way, sucks. I will choose literally anything else than that. I will take... Hold on 1 second, I just saw. Where? I don't know how you got in. Sorry guys, stink bug. Alright. He's good as Goku, but the issue is he's just a fish in water as Frieza. I would only see him and Evo Blue as kind of like content. If you need a unit for damage, he's worth it. If you need categories, he's worth it. Super Gogeta, I prefer him over Super Vegito because he just looks cooler. He's fun. I prefer the both sides of the coin over this one, and not to mention the Veku's a lot. It's funner and better than the crushing the Patara for me. And then moving on to the Easy A's, Saiyan Saga. This is an amazing Easy A for Vegeta. You can put him in slot 1. You can put him on both of the new fusion teams. And he's super strong. Kaioken Goku sucks unless you get the SDR orbs. And even then, it's like, he's more of a damage dealer. And even then, it's like, I'm not going to run him if I have other options. Namek Saga. Frieza's good on extreme units. I'll put him on there for a lot of my current villains. But Goku, I'd say he is strong, but there's so many other units right now that overtake him. Not to mention, it's just he has nothing. He's not on the same level as like Vegeta or the 7th Annies, or even some of these Super Easy A's. Moving on to the Cell Saga, I'm taking this unit over to this unit, even though this one probably can put up better numbers than this one, unless it's damage. I think this one's going to be the better damage dealer. This one's probably going to be the better protector. This one, though, it's very similar to this. These two I'm just going to talk about, like, they are a maybe for me. I got killed so many times running this one already, and this one's very similar. So while they're good, there's a chance of them dying. Yellow. I'm gonna get to Michonne here, but I'm kind of go over some Dokkan battle content because the 10th anniversary is wrapping up. Once I'm done with that, we'll jump over to Michonne. But hola. Let's see. Free-to-play units. This is an amazing free-to-play unit. A lot of support. This one, it's more fun than anything, but I'll take it, you know. And then, of course, the Super Easy A's of the Super Vegito and Super Gogeta, and the Super Buhan and Janemba. This is good at dealing damage and protecting from normals, but nothing else. And Janemba, strong, but for the most part, you need him to dodge a lot. And then I already talked about him with Cell. But Super Gogeta, as long as he gets 3 rainbow orbs, I'm going to keep running him. So going... Oh, and then of course the last two would be the 7th anniversaries. Busted. use them every time currently. There is, like Elston, there's a few times they can get caught. It's amazing right now. I'm bullying half the content that took me forever to get through. So those are just amazing to have. Moving on, I'm going to put this in the background real quick. Because there is something to talk about on that. Let's see. We talked through the events. We talked through the characters. Currently, who has the best team? So, Super Vegito versus Super Gogeta. So, Super Vegito is mostly Potara fusions and Goku units. While Goku units will always reign supreme, in like releasings, like, you know, we have a Namek Saga, we have a Saiyan Saga, but I'd say currently there isn't much releasing for them. I like, of course, the Gohan's on that team, but like mid, this one's all right, but it can die. He's good, but you kind of want to run him with them, and they don't get the full buff on Super Vegito. And then the rest of these are not per these new content. So there's no good Goku, and then Super Vegito, no. You're going to choose any other character over them right now. And then there's just Super Gogeta's team, which is both the 7th anniversaries, the Vegeta, because Super Gogeta is both a fusion supporter and a Vegeta supporter. So 7th anniversaries, Grade 8 Vegeta, having him on the team is nice. Super Gogeta, like I said, 3 rainbow orbs. You can throw him on the team, but he doesn't get the full buff, but it's still pretty good to have him on there. And then, what was I going to say? Oh, next page, I believe. This boy. This boy just helps so much. So I think Super Gogeta has the better team. It's not like you can't run each other on the other's team. And that's why they're built there. But yeah, it's just there's so many better options, and they kind of pertain to him more than Vegito. Moving on real quick, a lot of people are talking about a possible EX part, which is basically a part 4, but it's like a week-long thing. This is either going to release new story events, which are like the story mode. There has been a release of a Frieza and Cooler, and then a Super Saiyan Bardock that has an intro about holding Tora in his arms and becoming Super Saiyan. A lot of people have noticed that in a trailer recently, there is an LR card art for Super Saiyan Bardock, and it's believed that he might be awakening into a LR. I'm not going to show it just in case I get in trouble, but that's what we're talking about. Moving on to other things. So the rest of the year normally is like, it wraps around the other characters that have released. Let's move on to, let's see here. I'm trying to find it. Because it was, oh gee, no. What the heck? Okay, not there. Wait, but that's Saiyan, what? Saiyan Day? Oh, okay, I almost forgot. This was the 9th Annie. Okay. So the 9th Annie had just super in mind. And we got TOP knocked out. We got a little bit of that in 10th anniversary with Goku Frieza and the STR Evo Blue. And then we did get a lot of Buu Saga. And that's what Super Vegito and Super Vegito, Hercule, and the Buuhan. So I think Buu Saga in like almost all of TOP is fine. Like, we still have a few EZAs and stuff to worry about. But I think for right now, we should not worry about any more of that stuff. So it's just what could possibly release to help support Potara, Vegeta's, Fusion / Goku's. We could get some full power, Battle of Fates. So there's a lot of openness, but it's also just saying, hey, we're trying to cover all the content here. So with Boost Saga knocked out, with almost all of last year, depending, like hitting it hard with TOP, I think we should move on to possibly a Universe 6 Blue Kaioken. That would be a good full power unit for him. That would be a good unit for this one as well. And then we could also be seeing like another more Saiyan Saga stuff, which would probably just be a redo of these, but I think it might be last minute because we need to space it out before we say these guys are going to be redone. Maybe at end of this year we might see them, or like a tag unit for them too. And then Namek Saga, we might get a Kaioken Goku into a Super Saiyan maybe, or a Final Form Frieza into a full power. A lot of that stuff just needs redone. So these might just be redone. We could possibly get a Perfect Cell to go along and then go against this guy. GT and Daima are my biggest two, though. I think we're going to be getting for Saiyan Saga, not Saiyan Saga, for Saiyan Day, which is the end of March, or like March 18th, I think it is. I believe we're going to be getting the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I think we're going to get him. It's just you can't really say anything against it, and he would be amazing on this team. A good Vegeta unit, and then we also have no. I'm sorry for spoiling it if you haven't seen it, but Super Saiyan 4 was made canon by Daima by episode 18. And a lot of people are saying to kind of help this guy and these guys out, that they're gonna release that Super Saiyan 4 and possibly the main villain for Golden Week, which I believe that's what's gonna happen. Releasing a Vegeta unit for Saiyan Day, and then releasing a Great Ape Power / Goku unit for Saiyan Day, and then having a decent Extreme unit to go alongside it. And that would probably go along with Battle of Fate or Full Power. And then, let's see here. For GT, I think we might be getting a GT Vegeta version of this card, and getting a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to kind of go with him. And then maybe we might get a standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And then the last thing I want to say on top of that EX part is, what could we possibly see for an EZA, I'd say. So let's see here. We're looking at the 7th anniversary, so I think let's see. We're just starting to get. Oh, there's a worldwide, so we're getting close to that time period. Okay, we are going to possibly be getting. So this is global, so it's a little weird, but I can see us getting an EZA for him to kind of help out the Frieza. We could be getting these two to help the Goku unit and help out the artificial lives. Where are they? Oh, we're definitely getting this with if a Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta comes out, we're getting this, and there's a Super EZA for that Super Saiyan 3 Tech Vegeta. Very possible we get both Super EZA of that Super Saiyan 3 and this. Trying to find this. This really should have EZA'd this celebration to kind of help out with Evo Blue Vegeta, since it's a Goku. That would have been nice to release. These guys should have been EZA'd a long time ago, but I don't think any of these guys are really important for an EX part. So else than the Golden Week. Oh, these would be amazing. So I believe these two would be a nice addition to both teams. Both a Vegeta unit and a Goku unit, and then grade 8 power. That would be amazing. And I think these are also full power, maybe. So heat successors. Yeah, so I think he would just be on that Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then the Super Gogeta, while this one's gonna be on he's gonna be on the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but also on the Super Vegito. So these would be amazing EX parts. So I think these, if we do, are gonna come up, and then for the actual Golden Week, we'll be possibly getting. Come on, where? These two. So we're gonna knock out the previous 2021's Golden Weeks, and then get these two. Would be nice as well. So basically, I believe it's gonna be Daima for Saiyan Day, and Golden Week. I believe we're gonna be getting the GT Duo for EX part. I think we're gonna get these guys for Golden Week. And then for the rest of the year, I think we're going to get GT and either remakings of Saiyan Saga units and Namek Saga units. And then, let's see here, maybe some Dragon Ball to finally shut up some of the OG Dragon Ball fans. But anyways, I'll see you guys on YouTube in the next one. Bye-bye.